It's life.
There's no doubt about it. Joe Anidjar is a die-hard Leafs fan, faithfully donning the blue and white, hockey stick in hand. He may not have tickets to tonight's game, but he's elated knowing they're back in front of a full house.
I think our roster's looking tight, and they're going to feed off that energy. It's going to be insane. I got goosebumps ready to go too right now.
Seeing this, scratching their head, wondering what's going on, they'll realize that something's wrong, and it is wrong, and it's illegal, and people are being tricked into this. So I'm not going to go on too much. Game on Canada, GameOnCanada.org is our website. Check it out. We've got more plans coming up. Go there, register with us. We'll get your email, and we'll put you on an email list, and we'll let you know what's going on from there. I'm going to move along because we got more speakers. I'm going to introduce Joe Anidjar. Joe started a Facebook group called Youth Sports Freedom Fighters. He's got almost 10,000 people in that group, and most of you guys that are here are because of what Joe did. So let's hear it for Joe Anidjar.
What's up, everybody? Toronto, how you feeling today? I still can't even believe I'm sitting here right now talking to you guys. I mean, as Dermot said, we put this idea on a piece of paper through phone calls maybe 4 weeks ago. I can't even count anymore. This is how deep I'm in this. But anyway, what I want to say, guys, the last time I was speaking to a crowd this big, my group, Youth Sports Freedom Fighters, was at 4,000 people. Today, as we speak, we got, as Dermot said, 10,000 families who are seeing the light of what's really going on in this country. We are sending a message that our kids are safe playing in the streets of Toronto without a mask, without anything, without a vaccine, and they're having fun, aren't they? Guys, it means the world to me to see. I can scream. Oh, there we go. Guys, I want to thank all the people, not just from Toronto, who came to this event. All the families from outside of Ontario, all the families from Sudbury, from Ottawa that are here just for this event. So I thank you all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming. And I'm not going to go on and on, but as you can see, guys, we're all stronger in numbers. As days go on, we're going to build an army so big that they will not be able to deal with us. Guys, stay strong. The light's at the end of the tunnel. I see it. I know you guys see it. We're going to tackle this, and we're going to win this battle. Youth Sports Freedom Fighters. Let's go! Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen, Joe and Dermot. Our next speaker is from Take Action Canada, Jason Kwalachik. Jason.
I just laugh every time the ball goes loose. That's it, boys. So is your boy being able to do anything this? No, I say he's U15. Okay. I was thinking. Oh, come on. Just getting started here downtown. Look at this guy, the beauty in net. What a beauty. Oh, it's all good, it's all good. Snipe show. What a beauty.
Right?
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Hi, Cecilia, and that's Jason. I messaged you on Instagram.
Oh, you did? Car! Car! Yo, bud. That's how you do it. Play some hockey, kid.
Watch Riz.
Yeah, get in there, get in there. Lynn Rose. We got some older kids up here. We got some talent. We got some scouting to do here. Gonna scout some players here today. Oh, there you go. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you with my stick. Sorry.
2 minutes.
I'm dangerous. I'm dangerous with a stick. Sorry.
Unsportsmanlike.
Woo! Yes! Galaboo!
Glowing heart, we see thee rise, the true Lord, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land, glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard. Masked to be separated, that weakens immune systems with all this fear put on them. They're meant to be together. And it's just, look over there. Have you guys really been watching what is happening with these kids? Is there fear in their hearts? Are they segregated? Are they discriminating? Are they judging? Do they even know who they're playing with? They just see each other. And it is bringing them joy and hope and love. And this is the message that we get to move forward with love in our hearts, and remembering that we are free, and that we are going to be the best example of using our children to create this new world, to create new frameworks.
She has cubs. Is that what they mean by mama bear? Okay, give it up for all the mama bears out here. All right, mama bears. Cheers to you. So let's look at the, we'll have one more speaker, and then we're actually going to hear from a child and how this has impacted him. But we have here Belinda.
Wait, should I talk now?
Yeah.
You don't have to be a hockey player or a basketball player to know how it feels for them. They're told to take a vaccine that is curing something that is 100% proven that came out of a lab. I don't know if you agree with that, but that's what I think.
Oh boy!
When they tell us to take a vaccine, they know that it's a 0% chance for us to get it, or it's a really low percent chance for us to get it, and even way lower to die. And the only other conclusion is because they want to keep themselves safe, and they want to make money off these vaccines because they are the ones that are like setting up deals. I personally think with vaccines, well, they'll give them a lot of money so they can get the income of how like other people buy the vaccine.
You got it, bud. You got it, bud. Attaboy, Nolan! What a beauty!
Wow. Nolan. at 8 years old has more wisdom than doctors would think they were. Dr. Bridle is here as an associate professor at the University of Guelph, but he's also here as a father, because this is affecting him personally, professionally and personally. And I just say, you can't purge us all. You can't get rid of every ethical physician. We will fight back. Dr. Bridle, thank you for your courage. Thank you for standing up for us. As a credible viral immunologist, give it up for Dr. Byron Bridle.
Oh boy!
Hello everybody, thank you very much for coming. It's great to be here. So I look out at all these parents, it makes me feel really good to be surrounded by so many critical thinkers. I really miss this at my university. And I just want to introduce somebody to you today. This is my son.
Hi guys, my name is Jonathan.
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, so this is Johnny Bridle, and he plays for a team called...
Swan Giant.
Yeah, he plays for the Guelph Giants, so that's a team for kids with special needs, and I'm their goalie coach. And so Johnny's season was canceled last year because of the lockdowns, and now this year neither of us are allowed to participate with the team because we're not vaccinated. So we really appreciate this event, and I do want to say I want to thank the organizers of this Game On event. It's fabulous. And I also have to say I've got involved with trying to advocate against the vaccine mandates for kids in hockey through another initiative called Cheers Over Fears, and through that I got to meet ex-NHLer Sean Avery.
Yeah.
He really wanted to be here tonight, so he does pass on his, he wanted me to say hello on his behalf, but unfortunately he couldn't make it tonight because he's filming for a new movie, which is great for him. Now I just wanted to say, I first really started speaking out when, and actually it was because of Johnny, somebody in his class tested positive for COVID-19 over a year ago, and my wife and I were told that we were supposed to put him into isolated quarantine for 2 weeks. And again, so I'll never forget when we read those rules sitting at the dinner table. And while we did that, I have an older son who's 15 years old, and he said, "Dad, why do we have to put Johnny into solitary confinement?" And at first, initially I said, well, it's not solitary confinement. That's something that's reserved for terrible crimes. But then, I honestly couldn't differentiate it from solitary confinement. In fact, when it comes to solitary confinement, that's been abolished in many countries. And for when
Nice. That was very good. Oh, he was going up. He was going up. Let's go. Oh, he did the monster. Oh, monster. Oh, dance. Come on.
has invested into a narrative of fear, danger, that they can't let go. They won't let go.
There you go.
Oh God!
Air Bud. Air Bud right here. Air Bud.
I'm gonna get
You're gonna get crushed. Oh, you got stuffed.
People that maybe today are not on our side, but it's a question of time, and we have the time on our side. More and more people will come, and we will win that common sense revolution together. I want to thank you. Stay strong and free.
Attaboy, Max!
With the help of these men behind me, former NHL players Kevin Klein, Aaron Downey, Henry Hildebrandt, Maxime Bernier, Jason, I'm not going to say your last name, Randy Hillier, Jim Torma, Herbert and Dermot, and Brandon, and Joe, and all you other fathers out there, you're gonna help me deliver this message to Justin and Doug. Keep your hands on our children! As a mom, I carried my 3 children in my body. I felt them grow inside me. I nursed them each for 9 months. I held them when they cried. I laughed with them when they laughed. I walked them to school their very first day of school. You did not! You do not know what is right for my child. You don't know better than me what is good for my child.
Get him, Jody. Get him.
You did not feed them. You did not clothe them. You did not put a roof over their head. You did not kiss their bruises, their scrapes, hug them when they had their first love lost. You did not do that. I did. I know my child better than anybody else. And how dare you tell me that they have to participate in a medical experiment in order to play hockey or go to school? Who do you think you are?
Let's go! Yes, Jody. Atta girl!
We have a crowd of moms here that I would like to come up and join me because I know they're just as angry as I am right now. You have no right to tell our children that they have to participate in a medical experiment so that Big Pharma can make more money and you can kill everybody else around and play God. It is not up to you to take our children away from us. It is not up to you to hurt our children. It is up to us as parents to protect our children.
The guy who brought the trailer down with all the nuts,
all these people,
he's got to go. He's wondering what's going on with the nuts and which one's going on his trailer.
I would say the help of our children, but they need our help. We don't need theirs. It is up to us to protect them. It is not up to them to protect us.
He doesn't know whose nuts he brought.
And when are we going to get that straight?
How many are
We
going on
are
his
the
trailer?
adults. We need to stand up and show them how it's done. We need to show them that we do
It would have been
not
Jody or
consent.
Dermot.
I want to thank all of you for coming here today to support our children. I want to thank all of you who donated, who gave of your time, who were brave enough to show your face on this stage, who donated equipment, who brought porta potties, who let us use your trailers. It's because of you that we are strong. It is because of you that we are united. And it is because of you that we will win and beat Trudeau and Ford at their own game. It is time for us to rise up, and all of our children, they're holding signs. We are sports. We are hockey. We are basketball. We are love. And we are Canada.
Good job, buddy. Sorry.
And the 4 most important words you need to teach your children so that they will always stand in their square along with you because you are their example are, I do not consent! Keep your hands off our children! We will win! Unity! Together we win! Let's link arms and show our unity now! For the sake of our children, for the love of our children, and for the health of our children. We must spread truth, we must stand up, and we must fight. And again, we must say, what are those 4 words? I want to see the unity out in that crowd. And we need to do this together. We need to fight for our children. Let's link arms in unity. Let's link arms in unity.
Much for all the hard work and dedication and courage above all. In the face of fear, become fearless. In the face of fear, rise up with your courage. Where are the bold and the brave? It's time to stand up. Who's with me? Yeah! We have to understand this is a war. This is a war on religion, on tradition, and ultimately on our sons and daughters. And we're going to take a stand together in unity above all, because freedom is over everything. Who's with me? Many people shared a lot of different perspectives, and that's what I've been doing since day one, by offering people perspective so they can connect the dots on their own. Because it's the battle of the mind. The war is for the mind above all. It's not for the exemption for the mask, exemption for the vaccine. The war is for your mind. So you have to be on guard, but it's actually not for yours because they don't care about you. They want the mind of our children. Okay, the indoctrination is so heavy, and I'm probably the last generation coming from Soviet Union, growing up in the last span of that totalitarian regime, where children were indoctrinated into one religion, and it was called communism, and it happened since birth. And it didn't matter if you cannot come from a fanatical communist family, the environment did that work. The TV, the books, the cartoons, the kindergartens, the schools. At 3 years old, I was in Moscow, and I wanted to see Grandpa Lenin so bad I had a meltdown as a 3-year-old. I repeat, I wanted to see a dead mommy, what, over 70 years old in a building, because I was at 3 years old, I was so heavily indoctrinated. It's Grandpa Lenin by all means. It's ridiculous, and we see this happening to our children. I am a father above all. When this all started, I have my son, 4 years old, he's now 5. I have now a daughter as well, and I'm blessed. But I don't do this just for my children, I do it for all the children. And this is what we need to take on. It's not just about exempting your own child from the mask or a vax. It's all the children has to be free in our country. We're not gonna stand for segregation and free Canada. And I'm glad that Kristen already asked people to say, but I'm going to add one more thing. Please repeat after me. I am a free Canadian. I am a free Canadian. I am a free Canadian. Teach that to your children above all, because when they go into the real world and they face with segregation, intimidation, and ignorance from others, they have to stand the ground hard in that foundation. The whole nonsense of all the fluidity in gender and other ideologies, so take the roots away from the children so they can be easily controlled and manipulated. Again, the war is for the mind of our children, and we have to stand united above all the nonsense that we face from outside and within. Freedom is our last name. We are the clan of freedom, like William Wallace said in a Braveheart, right? And if we take that on again for our children above all, we will be unstoppable. And this is just one example of unity of so many politicians and religion and professionals. And it's such a beautiful thing. We have all the backgrounds, did not matter. And this is a beautiful thing in the history of humanity like never before. People are uniting for one common goal, and it's called freedom! I love you.